Good morning, good morning. Dual simulcasting now from TikTok. YouTube doesn't generally, I don't do my cardio lives there, so I thought, hey, this way I can respond to TikTok because you guys comment a lot. The last couple of lives I've tried to do on YouTube, people don't really say things, so this way I can kind of respond to the TikTok chat, but have something to post there. Morning, High Roller. Thank you for the gifts. I like to tell everybody immediately. I really appreciate the gifts. However, tapping the screen to put me on the For You page helps me a lot more. Good morning, Paul, on YouTube. All right, so I was having a little bit of an internet issue. It looks like it cleared up. So let me all know, give me a 2 thumbs up in the comment section if I'm kind of coming across okay, no lagging, not pixelated, just so I kind of know. What's up, Wisconsin? Hello, Minnesota. What's up, Dave on YouTube? Cute workout clothes. Thank you. If you guys like this outfit, I have a code. It's Bethany15. Go to Combat Iron Apparel. They have amazing, tons of different clothes, women's and men's. It is a veteran-owned company, American-made. Go check them out. Use Bethany15 and you can get a 15% off discount. Video keeps stopping. How about on YouTube? How am I coming across on YouTube? It looks like 2 thumbs up everywhere, so awesome. Good morning, Princess of Wisdom. That is definitely not one I've heard before, so thank you for that laugh. It's good now? Okay, good. Yeah, I mean, I live in the Keys. The internet here is subpar at best. So some days are better than others. Some days I just have tons of internet issues. So YouTube, if you're new to me doing cardio while I go live, there's no reason other than killing 2 birds with 1 stone, time management. I like to go live while I do my chat on TikTok. That's what I've been doing for probably 2 years. So I thought, hey, I'll just dual cast right now. Chad, I made a Chad video not too long ago. So you can go see how he's doing. What's up, Alabama? Find you a spot to go turkey hunting. I apologize, I don't really know much about turkey hunting. Your content with your husband is hilarious. Thank you. I know, we do have fun making the videos. Now work it out. Yes, doing it. So what's going on? What's everybody thinking? What's on your mind? Thank you, Combat Iron Apparel. Go check them out. Use code Bethany15 for a discount. Of the workout gear. Thank you. So as you guys know, I don't really do a workout channel. However, fitness was kind of my thing for 6 years. So yes, I like to promote health and fitness because I believe it's the one thing that we can control. Keeping your body healthy from the inside and out keeps you from having to rely on big pharma, being on a bunch of medications just to be healthy. So strong proponent of health and wellness, which today that's being fat phobic apparently. So that's the new world we live in. You promote fitness, you're a fat phobe. It's baffling. It's upside down. Hey. Adrenochroming. Bananas, everything up except ice cream. And himself. He can't keep himself off the ground, so I'm doing fantastic, Jeff. Thank you for asking. Do I have any kids? You seem like a maternal wisdom kind of person. Unfortunately, I do not. To my sadness, that did not happen for me. It is Monday. That is true. Do you guys get a case of the Mondays? I guess in my retired state, Monday is just Monday. It is what it is. I am great, Patriot Alpha. Thank you for asking. Started back at the gym, feeling better already. I prefer going to the gym, honestly. I prefer weights, but on the days I either don't have time or don't want to drive to the gym, I've got some stuff at my house that I can actually get a great workout with. So, my favorite person from Maine besides my ex. Well, I'm glad I made the top 5. I do not have OnlyFans, never will. It's so funny too, because when I first joined TikTok, I used to get the OnlyFans thing all the time. But now it's a once in a blue moon, somebody will pull that comment out. Miss your jokes, promote happiness. I literally post them like every day. I don't know what you miss. I think I posted one last night. And then I posted one a couple of days ago. So this is a veteran-owned company called Combat Iron Apparel. And they are very pro 2A. So yes, you're correct. That is what they are. Bad cook. I don't know, but I'm going to Miami, so I'm very excited. Me and a few other people from my Republican club are going there to show support, so I can fill you in on what happens tomorrow. Haven't seen any new content for a while. Gosh, they just started blowing up my account again. I don't know how you're not seeing me. That's bizarre. They do OF because they can't go get a girlfriend because they'd rather look online. What's going on in Miami? Well, Trump's going to court, so we're just going to kind of go show protest, show support, what have you. This is not really a protest. We're really just being there to show support. Yeah, South Carolina is a little far. Well, and I felt the same way when it happened in New York. I was like, oh, I wish I could go, but that's too far away. So I live in Florida, so this is perfect. Water, that's the other key, guys. I have been slacking myself. I used to literally drink a gallon of water a day, and I have been slacking on that, and I need to get back to it. So my new goal is to make sure that I can do that for the next week. I like DeSantis fine in Florida. I'm not for DeSantis being the president, though. I'm definitely shameless Trump girl. Combat Iron Apparel. There's a link in my bio on TikTok. Please go click that link. Use code Bethany, BETHANY 15 for a discount. They have men's and women's, like tons of hilarious stuff, but also just some really cool stuff as well. How long is trip? How long is trip? I don't know what you're talking about. You mean going to Miami? Watch for false flag crap. Oh, Van Denning, I apologize, sweetie, but you might be in the wrong live. This is a pro-Trump live. I mean, you're welcome to be here and be negative, but nobody cares. Can you discuss why you're not a DeSantis fan for the presidency. The reason I'm not, well, because I'm just a Trump supporter in the fact that I think that he needs 4 more years to finish what he started. That being said, DeSantis has some establishment kind of connections that kind of concern me, meaning he's going to have to do favors at some point for those people who gave him a bunch of money. Trump doesn't, like, everything's grassroots. He doesn't take big investors giving him money so that he has favors to do. Everybody, both sides hate him. Like, I look at it like this man is so feared by both sides that to me, I know he's not part of the uniparty. I don't know that about DeSantis. I'm starting to get the feeling that he could be part of the uniparty. I don't know that for sure. I think he's doing a great job in Florida. I'm just not ready for him to be president. I think he should have waited till 28, personally, and then he would have sauntered right in and got 8 years. But that's just my opinion. Burn van, someone get ice for that man. I mean, I know that Trump has been saying the whole loyalty thing. And no, loyalty is huge to him. And I was trying to figure out, well, what's the difference between him or Nikki Haley? He got really, really upset about DeSantis running because that was disloyal in his thought, but he didn't feel that same way about Nikki Haley. Most likely because Nikki Haley's not a threat to him, A. But B, he made in his last rally, he was saying that that there's a difference between helping somebody get there and making someone. And he feels that he made DeSantis. And because he made him, he should have waited to 28. You know, whether I agree or disagree with the guy, loyalty is huge to him. Thank you so much, Slim Harpo. I've never gotten one of those, just got monetized, so that is totally new for me. So thank you so much. How cool. You just made my day. Loyalties are important, especially because there just seems to be none in politics. They're just so quick to stab each other in the back to climb a ladder. So that being said, anyone who kind of, promotes more loyalty, I'm for, because I'm the same way. I'm a Leo. Not to say I know much about horoscope, but Leos care a lot about loyalty. And so I think that's why I can totally relate to him feeling like DeSantis was disloyal in a sense. It is a little stepper that I bought on Amazon. It was maybe $100. Best $100 I ever spent. Gets the job done when I'm at home. Really works the hamstrings and glutes. But it's really just cardio. This is not, I would rather be at the gym lifting or doing something like that. But on the days I don't want to do that, like it was pouring here, I just stay home and do this. Cancer causing on the roads. How do I feel about DeSantis using cancer causing I don't even know anything about that, so I can't speak on it. I don't know when or what he's using that for. I don't even know what it is, to be honest, so I really can't speak to that. Can you carry? Yes. I have my permit, my concealed carry, so it doesn't matter, but I think Florida is open, carry anyway, and I think they just changed something too to make it even more lenient, because everyone was up in arms about that. I like Vivek. I do. I think Vivek is, he's pretty controversial. He just comes out and says, do I think he stands a chance? No. And I think he knows that. I think that he ran hoping to land a cabinet position. I don't think he really thought he was going to end up president, but he's really pushing for some cool stuff. The only thing that kind of was, he, when asked about the whole trans military thing, he kind of sidestepped that question and then said he would not institute a ban. And this is nothing against anyone that is that, but I just feel like in the military, like they won't take someone with bad eyesight. They won't take somebody who has to be on blood pressure medication. So why would you take somebody who needs to be on hormones? But if you're in a war area where you can't get your hormones, like that's going to mess someone up. So that being said, that's the perspective that I take when it comes to that. Not if someone wants to do that or be that or whatever. I guess if you're an adult, that's up to you. But I don't know that they should be in the military. Check out fluoride in brands of bottled water. I will. I mean, we drink Fiji or no fluoride in here. We drink Fiji or Evian for the most part. Sometimes Icelandic. We're water snobs because we don't drink, so we spend a little extra money on water. All the money we do not spend on alcohol, we can buy water we like. So for the most part, I don't think I'm drinking anything that's adding any of that crap. Do they have golf shirts now? Interesting. Because my husband also orders from another one. It's like something 6 team. I can't remember what it's called, but he gets some really cool like polo. They're like dry wick polo shirts with like flamingos and ARs on them. But I didn't know that they had them now. He's probably going to split the vote. He is, Susan, and unfortunately it's going to divide the party. But I mean, that's kind of what the primaries are for. I mean, if they could both let go of their ego, maybe they would join. It would be like a president, vice president ticket. And that would be to me like a winning ticket. I'm just not sure that they could let go of their egos, which makes me sad on both parts. Because I'm like, you should care the most about the country. Let go of your ego, band together, and it's a winning ticket. Not crypto rich, but we moved away from our businesses that I used to work in. I worked in my business, but I closed my portion of the business because I wasn't going to be there anymore, which was salons inside our gyms, and we moved away. So I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. It's not that I'm completely fully retired forever. I want to do something either in like media, possibly social media, maybe even run one day when I have more education. So it's a temporary retirement. Yeah, I don't trust Pence. I am on 2 platforms. Yes. I am doing a dual cast because when I'm new to going live on YouTube. When I went live on YouTube last week, nobody was commenting, and I like to respond to comments. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to go dual live because the people on TikTok they constantly comment. So it didn't leave me with this, what do I do with this dead kind of thing. At some point when I have enough people on YouTube that come into my live, I won't simulcast at all. I like Christine as well. See, my salon business was not struggling. The reason that I no longer wanted to do it is because I had been in my particular salon I'd been running in the Delray Beach area for 10 years. So I had watched people grow up, get married, and have kids. And some of those, or, they were just with me for 10 years. So I had built a relationship that I kind of thought surpassed just hairdresser, client relationship. But then after 2020, because people were so divided on how they thought of everything, I had people berating me because I wouldn't get the what. People that I loved and cared for and thought we were more than just me doing a service for them. And when they started freaking out on me, I quickly realized that I was nothing more than their hairdresser. And I think because I took that personally in a lot of ways, I would come home very upset. And my husband finally said, look, you're not tipping the needle financially at this point, you actually working behind the chair. So if you don't want to do it anymore, you can be done. I want you to be happy, because it was probably not helping my marriage if I was constantly coming home like broken and upset because someone tore me a new asshole because I didn't want to get something that I didn't think was necessary to get to be fine. See, I didn't know anything about him when he was just governor. I didn't care about politics until 2020, to be honest, so. Do I only do workout videos? Actually, I don't do workout videos at all. And this is the first time I've ever done this on YouTube. I do this regularly on TikTok. When I go live, I just look at it like, why would I go live calories while I'm doing it? Talking while working out burns even more calories, and it really helps me with my like lung capacity and everything as well. So it's really just a time management thing. But people on YouTube don't know that because I don't go live on YouTube often. Hi, Rob. Good to see you. Thank you. It's called Combat Iron Apparel. I rep their brand, so if you want to go check out their stuff, use the code Bethany, BETHANY, 15, and you will get 15% off. Is there, I hear so many people saying that nothing is getting done about corruption, so I'm asking. Yeah, it definitely feels like nothing is getting done. It feels like no matter how much we expose, nothing gets done. So that's not, that feels true to me as well. What's up? UK, give us a shout out, please. Hey, Darren from the UK. Smash that thumbs up. Yes, thank you. If you're in the live and you haven't tapped the like button, then you're failing me. Please tap that like button. Let's see that go up to the amount of people that are in here. That will help kind of push my live out, and I truly appreciate that. And thank you on TikTok when you tap that screen. Apparently there's something similar on YouTube. There is a heart, you can tap the screen. I don't know where that is. I'm still learning, so. My platform for the most part is politics, political satire, jokes, comedy, Karen videos, lots of Karen videos. Me and my husband like to, when we hear a funny Karen story, we reenact the videos. And then like to watch the comment section of people get pissed off because we're making fake Karen videos, or they think it's real. It's usually one or the two. Good morning, Celia. Are you back from your vacation? We make lots of HOA Karen videos. But we do a combo. Anytime we hear a funny story, we make it. My mom does them with me as well. So people get so mad. They're like, why do you make fake videos? Have you not seen that like most of TikTok and YouTube is just fake videos or acting or people scripting videos? For goodness sake, people. You're back. Well, judging by your not happy face, I hope you had a great vacation. But yeah, I get it. When it comes to an end, it's sad. What's up, Jim? I see a few more people tapped that like button, but what are the rest of you doing? 49 people are in here, but I only have 34 likes. Tap that like button, guys. Help me out. I'm trying to build my platform. It doesn't cost you a penny. Have you seen the video with the guy watering his grass and he says that all people are welcome? Yeah, until they bring two people to take in. And he's like, nah, No, it's the same as all these sanctuary cities calling themselves sanctuary cities until people get shipped to their city. Then all of a sudden they're like, whoa, whoa. Like, no, we in theory, we're a sanctuary city, but we can't handle these illegal immigrants. Well, maybe you shouldn't have called yourself a sanctuary city, you liar. You're at work listening? I'll celebrate when Pelosi is no more. I have a feeling she won't run again now that she's not like the queen bee in the house anymore. But she was going to serve out her term. I bet she retires after that. Did you see New York mayor is now trying to sue over 30 counties? I did not, but I heard that he was saying everybody should adopt an immigrant and bring an illegal immigrant into your house. Like, what the heck is he thinking? He's like basically throwing out there this idea. People may or may not do this. I doubt they'll do it because everybody's all talk. But that's very dangerous. She could be running Biden. I mean, I kind of think it's still Obama, but... Is that a rhetorical question, Simple Auto Solutions, or? Thanks, Rob, you're the best. You've really gone full wacko, huh? Sweetie, if you just disagree with what I believe, so you consider me a wacko simply because we sit on different sides of the aisle, if you've got to, like, throw insults to try to feel like what the way you feel is justified, it's a really sad place to be. I can deal with opposition. I don't think somebody who thinks differently than me is crazy. They think differently than me. But the fact that you have to throw insults and call somebody a wacko just because they believe something differently than you only shows that you don't even stand on a strong foundation of what you even believe. Just saying. I think he has his ear. Is that so bizarre? What's so bizarre about that? This man is clearly not running the country. Somebody's steering the ship. Somebody's at least giving advice. So if that's such a bizarre theory, then you clearly live inside of a box. Did you hear Bill Barr's latest? Bill Barr's latest. No, I have not. Because we all know exactly. No, actually, Dorchester, Donna. This is a veteran-owned company. So they are representation of people that fought for our country. Some gave their lives, some gave their limbs, some gave all. Veteran-owned country. They fought for freedoms that you probably bitch about every single day. That's what it represents. But you do you. Try to say I'm promoting the massacre of children. That's absurd. That's a really, like echo chamber kind of speech. I did not hear. It's definitely Pup Deer. Okay. Just making sure I'm caught up on both channels here. Ooh, look at the likes are catching up. I dig it. Thanks, guys. You guys throw around, oh, you're eroding our democracy so often, yet you're the leftist ones that are eroding democracy regularly. So, your outfit is tacky. Yeah, well, it's a good thing that I don't need your validation for what I choose to wear. So, thanks for the opinion, though. Appreciate it. Combat Iron Apparel, veteran-owned company. Please go check them out. Bethany15. Use that code. You'll get 15% off. Amazing, amazing company. Pink is my color? Well, I don't wear it very often, so maybe I should wear it more. Why can't I see all the comments? Because I'm actually double casting, and because nobody really comments. For whatever reason, YouTube people just watch. They don't comment very often. So I'm simulcasting on another platform as well. So you're probably seeing me respond to those comments because they're going really fast. That's why you can't see them. They're on TikTok. Of course not, user 79, whatever your number was. I support veterans. But you're going to say what you're going to say because it gives you power. You believe that anyone who's pro 2A is pro horrible things happening. We're not. Those are criminals. That's what criminals do. That's what psychopaths do. I'm promoting and the respect that I have for the people that died for the freedoms you probably think you're entitled to every day. Thinking that they're free, thinking that you are entitled to all this stuff in the United States, not remembering that somebody died for you to have those. Because you have no respect for that. I do. And I support any company that supports veterans. But you can try to paint it like it means I'm pro, like school shootings and such, because that makes you feel better and it justifies your opinion. For a moment, you feel like a social justice warrior that, did the right thing, but, doesn't, I don't need your validation, basically. Trump 2024, absolutely, guys. He might be campaigning from prison cell. I'll still be voting for him because this is a witch hunt. Yeah, I care also about them, but if you really cared about them, this is what I always find baffling. So the same people that says we care about this, then why do you turn down when they say we need more security in schools? You don't want more security. Oh, we don't want our kids to go to a prison. Okay, so you're saying I don't want schools to be more safe. We just want to blame the inanimate object, take them away from the good people, yet the criminals will still get them and still do this because there still won't be security in the schools. So nothing will change. What an awful take. You don't have to agree with me. I don't live in a false reality that everybody has to agree with me. I'm only married one time. And we're still married, so. I like Tulsi Gabbard. I'll have to listen to her most recent speech. I love that someone's projecting that because they don't like my views on what, like whether it's 2A, which is what we're talking about now, that I must have a terrible marriage. Maybe you don't have a good marriage. Maybe your husband resents you because you maybe nag him, whatever. Don't project that shit on me. It's because you're wrong. That's perspective. Perspective is everything. Wilson Combat put out a great video on hardening schools against the crazies. My marriage is good. But this lady is projecting that it's not just because she doesn't like my political stance. That's part of waking up. Hey, I'll be the Folgers in your cup. I mean, cool. Your daddy's going to prison? I doubt that. They will try. They will try. It won't happen. Any more than Biden and Hunter are going to prison either. So let's stop pretending that anyone's going to be in prison anytime soon. Thanks, Drew. We are a good team. Yes, folks say anything these days, but I just laugh at it. I do not care. I get a lot of trolls, especially on TikTok. Here on YouTube, people are pretty respectful. Not on TikTok. TikTok doesn't know what respect is. Because it's a bunch of broken people that have broken real lives. So they run onto the internet to put people down to make themselves feel better. And that lasts about 7 seconds. And then they go, holy cow, okay. For a moment, I didn't feel like a crap human. So then they jump into another live and do it to them. It never makes you feel better. Putting someone down does not make you feel better. Maybe working on whatever is broken inside and having a better life outside, and you wouldn't need to go online and be an a-hole. Get off your diatribe. I don't even know what that is. Is that a new lefty term that you're trying to make cool? All people online that do that, you guys just expose yourself. Like at the same time, like all the others that do that as well, y'all can like band together. But anyone with brains and common sense goes, oh man, sorry for this person. They must be hurting inside if they feel the need to go online and put someone down just because they disagree with them. Well, it's a 5th grade level term that I do not recall, so. I could lie and say I know what the fuck it means, but I don't. Thanks, Eric. I appreciate you. Thank you, guys. Combat Iron Apparel. I wish I could put it on the screen. Please, if you are interested, they have so many awesome things. They actually have better stuff for men than they do for women. I buy some of the men's t-shirts and men's stuff. There's even a whole line of shorts called Silkies that I actually purchased from the men's line. Go check them out. Use code Bethany15 for a discount. Thanks, Train Watcher Dawn. I definitely will. I'm going to Miami tomorrow. I'm super excited. What exercise to get rid of a slight fupa? That's just fat loss. Can't target train. You can target train to tighten, but unless you get rid of the fat on the outside, you won't see it. So you could do abs all day long, but if you don't get rid of the fat that sits on top of them, you'll never see them. So you need to lose fat all over. That's generally going to be diet and cardio. Go out with their friends to dinner. They always treat me weird for not drinking. Don't worry about that. That's because they know they're going to start acting crazy and ridiculous. And they want everybody to be drunk so that they don't feel ridiculous. I used to feel that way as well when I first started hanging out. When I, three years into sobriety, people act weird. Now nobody does anymore. I'm 10 years sober. So at this point, people don't really care because I don't need it to have fun. And I leave before that time where everybody is just completely annoying. And that way I'm not judging them so they don't feel judged. Thoughts on fasting? It works. I do not do it very often. I am fasted today. And I'm going to try to fast till after lunch. But it's hard for me to get hangry. So I only like to do it when I'm not really going to be around people. Thanks, Rob. Rob, I don't know if you're interested in being a mod, but if you are, maybe DM me or something. Because I don't always have many of my mods in here. Celia's here today, and I think that's it. She's probably working while she's here. So, can I please add a mirror behind you? No, that would be weird. That would be weird. Drunk people can be annoying. I agree. I'm just on this little, I'll try to show you without jacking my phones. It's just this little stair stepper I bought on Amazon. I have a there's a link in my bio if you want more information. This is not my preferred method of exercise. It's just what I do when I don't go to the gym. Beach Bug, she never answers, didn't see your comment. Maybe you could contain your narcissism and stop pretending my live revolves around you and your comments. A lot of people in here didn't see your comment. Rein it in, okay? Everybody saw. I validated you. Let's all clap for her. Sometimes you need a little fire. America, do you feel special now? I always think it's so hilarious. I'm not going to see all the comments. Clearly on YouTube here, I've got 44 people in my chat. And maybe 3 people are actually chatting. I'm going to catch all those. I don't catch them all in here. Okay, appreciate that, Rob. No problem. I'm just looking for some extras. But I appreciate your honesty. Thanks, John. They have lots of men's clothes too. Go on to Combat Iron Apparel. Use my code Bethany15 if you like their stuff, because they have some amazing stuff. Actually, like the men's stuff better than the women's. Hey, now I want to feel special. Everybody is special. If you're here hanging out with me, you're special. Even if you're being negative, I don't even care, because I don't allow the negative comments to tear me down. It actually helps my algorithm. So if you think that you're somehow hurting me, you're actually helping me. You should be doing modeling. Yeah, I think I've kind of past the age where I could be, I guess there is older models, but I did some like fitness modeling maybe 5 years ago. But when I was young, I tried to do it, but I was too shy. And then I had a career, and I was just focused on my career. So anybody would want to take action to see how justice is served on Joe Biden and possibly Clinton. I mean, I think what it basically comes down to is I don't care which side of the aisle you reside on. It must worry you that you have the same situation with both of these people, except Trump could actually declassify his documents. Biden could not. Biden had how many boxes in like 5 different places? But we're only going after Trump. So I don't care which side you're on. That should bother you. You should be concerned that it's not equal justice for both sides. Thanks, Reese. You got a better body than 20-year-olds. Thank you, I appreciate that. You got to keep it up. Not for aesthetics even, it's not even about that. That's a great byproduct to being healthy. I just want to live a long life and be happy. And I think that health and fitness is a really, really key to not having to spend your latter years in the hospital and on medications. What is the content and does it matter? I think it does matter. I don't know if we'll ever know all of the content, because I think, personally, I think it was, let's find something. They were probably looking for something. They, like in documents that Trump decided to keep. Maybe he took some documents that had to do with some, January 6th, Hillary Clinton. Who knows? Who knows what they were looking for? But they were looking for something. I don't think they really found a lot in the actual documents. They're actually, it's this tape, this verbal tape of the phone call or something that he was talking to someone. That's the thing they're going to use kind of against him. But yes, I do think it matters what's in the documents. I'm just not sure they're going to tell us all of that. January 6th would have been after the doc. That's true. That's true. Excellent point. He showed a classified. Yeah, so I think that's going to be the bigger issue than what it actually was. I get that they voluntarily gave them up and that Trump was going through the process. It's not like Trump was going through the process with NARA or whatever it is. It's not like he was just like, no, you can't have them. He was going through the process. Maybe he didn't do it fast enough for y'all or for them. Didn't he say he wished he could show? I have no idea. I haven't actually heard it. I just have heard people talking about the fact that that's probably the most damning thing they have, not what he actually had. Like, I think the Espionage Act is bull. I don't think any of that's going to actually hold because of the simple fact that he's a president. But my husband said, he's like, when somebody's a president, they always have that level of classification, in the sense that they never, that doesn't really go away because you can't unsee what you saw for 4 to 8 years. So they always have like a high level of clearance when it comes to these documents. So that being said, I don't think any of those like kind of fake things are going to hold. Especially with some of the last cases like Clinton. He had tapes in his sock drawer. The Hillary Clinton, like bleached her computer, like all these things. It's like they're gonna bring that up and they're gonna say, hey, wait a minute. Like they were allowed to do this. Like, how can you do this? And if they say, oh, that doesn't matter, that's different, and they don't, then they're just proving that this side gets this type of justice and this side gets a totally different. It will not be equal. Because I bet almost every single president has definitely taken documents. I'm not trying to justify that he had them. I'm just simply saying everybody's going to be punished if they're going to punish him. But they will be setting a precedent. Let's say they throw the guy in prison. Let's just say they do. And he campaigns from prison. He can pardon himself. So there's that. If he wins, which wouldn't shock me if he did. But all of that being said, this will set a precedent for the future. It is possible, yes. Like there's like somebody I saw speak who was basically saying he could literally run on the fact that they're doing this to him and that he will pardon himself from prison. And I think what's surprising me is I think Vivek is the only one who has come out and said, I will pardon President Trump if I become president. Where I feel like every single one of them should have said that by now. We need people to rally behind him just so they don't split the party up. But you're not seeing that happen. Because even the Republican Party, there's so much corruption, they don't want him in there either. Actually, Jeff, that's not one of the stipulations. There's literally, you have to be 35 years old. You have to be a born, like natural born citizen of the US. And what's the third one? Something to do with you couldn't have fought or like promoted the Civil War for the North or something like that. Those are the three things. He could literally run a campaign from prison if they were to put him in prison. So stop thinking if he's convicted, that will keep him from running. That's not true. There was actually, I don't know his name. He was like a senator. He was a socialist senator or running for senator, excuse me, in the background of politics, who ran a campaign from prison. So, or born in Kenya, yeah, but that's why like showing the birth certificate and all that was such a big deal, because we don't know what's true with all that. Vice presidents and senators. He had some documents from when he was a senator. How do you even get them out of the skiff? That's what I want to know. I think the issue, Joe, is if you sit on the opposite side, you think he should be convicted. If you sit on the other side, you think, okay, well, so should Bill Clinton, should Hillary Clinton, like all these people that weren't convicted for doing similar things, who should have been, but people voted for Hillary. I mean, Bill he should have been convicted after when they found them, so that's kind of nil. But everybody knew when she was running that she had destroyed those emails, gotten rid of the emails, bleached her computer, broke the shit. Like, come on now, and people voted for her. No. I don't think that's what Bill Clinton had. It had nothing to do with that. He had like a bunch of tapes and things in his sock drawer, and I don't think it had anything to do with Monica. Gotta go. Have a nice day. Thanks, Darren. You as well. 2 thumbs up from LA. Appreciate you, LA. What's it like out there in liberal LA? Could have been Bumblebee. I've not heard that theory, but I wouldn't be surprised. Good day, mate. How are you doing? I'm great, thank you. Are you down under? I know, I'm not talking about the Monica Lewinsky thing. I could give 2 shits about Monica Lewinsky and a BJ. I don't care. I'm talking about tapes that he had, classified tapes that he had, that he kept in his sock drawer. Nobody cares about Monica. Or maybe some people do. I don't. I love Cat Turd. He's my favorite Twitter personality. I love his story even more. He's like, I had no idea I would ever become anything on Twitter. I might have chosen a different name. I'm like, oh my God, no, the name is perfect. It's the funniest. I love Cat Turd. I follow him on YouTube too. He really, wait, no, not on YouTube. I mean, not Truth Social, excuse me. She couldn't even swallow the... What gave it away, Sarah? Cat Turd for president. I'm not against it. He would do a hell of a lot better job than what we got in there. I think that the best thing that Joe Biden has done is proved to little kids that when parents tell them, you can be anything you want, even president, he has proved that's true. He's given and restored hope to the youth that literally anything, even a potato, can become president. So that's the most positive thing Joe Biden has done. Exactly, user 1711. 100%. Smitty, exactly. And sniff their hair? Probably. Probably. What size are them? Oh, yeah, haha. What are you guys doing about the money situation? The dollar? I think everybody's, right now, at least I can tell you where I am. I at first kind of freaked out about that when I heard them talking about that. But my husband is very into, well, not just crypto, but finance. He's the one who handles that in our house. And if he's not scared, I'm not scared. I let him deal with all that. I trust him with everything because everything he's done with our life has been amazingly positive fiscally. So, and he gets scared, I will then be fearful. But I'm not going to live in fear of the collapse because I think a lot of it right now is possibly fear mongering and talk. I'm not saying that I don't think it's happening or what have you, but they're going, like, everything's already digital. They're acting like they want to, you know, like it's the big fear is it's going to go digital. Everything is just digital right now. People barely carry cash anymore. They want to push it so they can control your mind. I do agree with that. But like I said, until he's scared, I'm just going to, you know, try to rein in any sort of fear. I don't want to live in fear of things like that, especially when it's not something I'm super knowledgeable about. Have I read the indictment? Yeah, it's like 37 counts and something to do with the Espionage Act and a couple other things. I did read it, but it was like Friday when it all happened. What's up, Master? Hedge your bets with physical gold and silver. I know. I've thought about that as well, on whether I really actually need to do that. Tons of people still carry cash. Yeah, some people do, but for the most part, the majority of people use either a credit or a debit card at this point. There's very few places that, Like when I go into places, there are some places that don't even want cash. They don't even keep a big drawer. They'd rather you use your card. Exactly, Larry. There are a lot of people who now they've got their mattress stuffed. I get that. In case it all goes to crap and they press their button, everything in our bank accounts could be gone. I'm not saying that I don't disagree that that could possibly happen. I'm just not going to live in fear of that every day. If it happens, that will suck. Thanks, Bella. Combat Iron Apparel. If you love it, use code Bethany, BETHANY, 15, and you can get 15% off. Yeah, Canada and the truckers. And I know we're only a few steps behind them. I get that. This is not a fitness account. I just like to kill two birds with one stone. And I like to move my butt while I'm doing my live. My head in the sand, but no fear. I didn't say I'm blind to it. I'm paying attention to it. I'm just not going to live in fear when I'm sorry. I have a traditional marriage. My husband's the head of my household, especially when it comes to fiscally. And when he gets scared, I'll get scared. Until then, I'm going to allow him to be, dealing with all of that. So it's not that I'm putting my head in the sand. It's that I'm going to live in fear of something until the person in my household that knows a hell of a lot more about it says we need to worry. Okay? But you do you, I'll do me, who cares? Like, worry about yourself. The potato will at least feed you. Good point. Even a career criminal who takes bribes can be president. Exactly. Thinking about gold, but if dollars devalue, how do we spend gold? Gold's not the standard anymore, so I don't even know, but I do think that when it came down to it, you would be able to trade it. If, for God forbid, everything shut down, you would be able to trade gold, I'm sure. Why? Because I support veterans. This is a veteran-owned company. It's called Combat Iron Apparel. If you want to also support veterans and you want 15% off, use code Bethany15. Any other reason that you want to pretend that I'm supporting this, you do you. I don't care. I'm not supporting like school shootings or anything like that. I'm supporting a veteran-owned company. It's not Thursday. Oh, that's probably what my live was named. Last time I went live. Sorry. I just changed the name. It's not Thursday. It's Monday. Do I also support the victims of troops in other countries? I don't like I don't like war. I don't even think that, I think we should be pushing for peace right now. But it's funny, the same people, especially you, Lee, who's probably making that comment, you probably changed your profile pics to the Ukraine flag and you promote the Ukraine war, yet you're saying that shit. I would prefer to see peace. And when we had President Trump in office, there was peace. We didn't get in any wars. But the same people that are like, oh, you're pro murder because you wear the guns and such, like you're a social justice warrior when it comes to another country. You don't want anyone here to have them. I don't know if it calibrates the miles or not. I don't really pay attention to that. The event at the White House this weekend was disgusting. I did not see it. I know nothing about it. What was it? A pride event or something? It wouldn't have happened, Joe, if Trump was in office, that's for sure. The link is in my bio, if it's working correctly. Otherwise, go to Combat Iron Apparel and use code Bethany15 for 15% off. but I think that the link does work. Yeah, that's not shocking. It's called Combat Iron Apparel. 15 for a discount, guys. Peace, they don't make money, exactly. Like, you guys all see Lindsey Graham go over there? Like, I'm a conservative, but Lindsey Graham is probably the politician that I despise more than any other one. It's not Nancy, it's not Mitch McConnell or even Joe Biden and Kamala. I cannot stand Lindsey Graham. He gives me snake vibes. I think he is a dirty human. And he went over there just like, ooh, with him and friggin' Zelensky talking about, it gave me the absolute creeps. Exactly. But he's a neocon warmonger. Why do women choose to wear skimpy, skin-tight outfits to work out? Because why would we wear a shit ton of clothes so we're hot as hell? If it's not for you, don't go to the gym. I don't know what to tell you. I didn't invite you here. I'm not standing over here forcing you to look at my attire. Scroll on, please. What's up, Kentucky? I like that you're pro-America and you believe peace is the best way to go. Absolutely. I don't know what we can do to ensure justice at this point. I really don't. Once you weaponized the agencies that are supposed to take care of us, I don't know. I don't have an answer for you. Exactly, Rob. Even the men's workout wear is getting pretty tiny. Like shorter shorts are cool for guys now. You know, like a barely there tank. It is what it is. It's not that we have no leadership and no common sense, but there is definitely a lack of it. A lack of it because people are so brainwashed at this point. Very few people are able to see outside the box. Thank you, Stephanie. Yeah, exactly, because then the shorts don't get stuck on your quads, especially if you're a quad dominant dude, right? Thank you. Add me, you are so true. That is so correct. Thanks for being brave. I don't think that just speaking up is brave. I wish that more people would speak up, but they're so worried about being canceled. But being canceled from what? Like, unless your job is being an influencer, why are so many people concerned about being canceled from social media? It's baffling for me. Do you know, guys, the only reason this girl works out is I work out for the health aspect, but then the byproduct is looking good. If you have an issue with that, that's a you problem. Sounds like you've got something going on inside. Maybe you can't get your ass off the couch. But, you know, make it negative that I care about health and fitness. I don't care. I'm not worried about what you're doing, I'll tell you that. Some of these people didn't hear you. It's not a workout channel. No, it's not a workout channel. I just simultaneously decide to work out while I go live because I figure why sit on my ass when I can move it? Okay? So I'm not, if I promote fitness and somebody says, I'm going to go work out because I saw this girl working out, that's awesome. That's a huge win. But that's not the point of my channel. Now, somebody just became a member and that is so awesome because I'm going to start making member only videos on YouTube. So thank you for being my first member. You are awesome. This outfit is Combat Iron Apparel. I have a link in my bio, but if it doesn't work, just go to Combat Iron Apparel. Use Bethany, BETHANY 15 for 15% off. Absentee and mail-in votings. Well, absentee, you have to like qualify. Like I am a soldier and I'm going to be out of the country, and that's why I'm filling out an absentee voting. that's why you're doing an absentee vote. Whereas mail-in, that's what they ushered in during COVID. And anyone can do that now. So we need to change that law back to only absentee votes. We can't have this, anybody can do mail-in, even in the US if you don't need to, because that's when the shenanigans happen. You're not wrong about that, John. It probably did for elderly and some other reasons. However, it should be something that's qualified. Like, even if it's because you're elderly, you should need to qualify. The reason I'm doing a vote is because of my age, I can't get to the poll. Not just willy-nilly, everybody can do it. Why? Because it would keep our elections with more integrity. Because that's when shenanigans happen, because of mail-in. They are doing nothing about mail-in, I agree with you. But they should. Every single person should be running on election integrity, and they're not. Which only goes to show that there's corruption on both sides. The fact that especially Republicans are not speaking about it, not one, not a governor. Like, there are some in maybe the House or Rep, possibly even a few senators that are maybe like part of the Freedom Caucus. But other than that, nobody's talking about election integrity, and everybody should be talking about it because it's something the people care about. The people no longer believe that our vote counts. So because we don't feel trust in our system, they should all be talking. They should be running on it, and they're not because they don't want to change it. And I'm talking about both sides. I'll show you one more time. Yes, it's just this little no power required step mill that I bought on Amazon. ID should definitely be required to vote. Anyone who is trying to say that it's racist not to require ID is actually demeaning their own base. They're trying to say that I don't believe that my base can A, afford, or B, even know where the DMV is. Like, why would you be for a side that thinks you're an ignorant person? Like, I've seen there's that video where these people went to the street and they were just randomly chatting with people saying, do you know where your DMV is? And they're like, yeah, of course. They're like, do you have an ID? They all did. It's like, they think it's some gotcha thing that they can say, well, some people are just not, smart enough to figure out where to go. What a shitty thing to say to your base. That's not the reason. They just want people to not need ID so the shenanigans can happen. Who doesn't require ID? Well, not many states right now. They are pushing for it in certain areas, though. Exactly. You need ID to buy a friggin' 12-pack, for goodness sake. You should sure as shit need one to vote for our president or for anything, to vote for anything. If you want your vote to account, just produce an ID. It's pretty simple. Every other country requires it. It's like, why do we have to be different? Same with like all these other countries, for the most part, votes are counted that night. Why do we have a month? A month of counting votes. It's like absurd. Keep going, governor and senator, and let them have it. Tell them how they work for you. Absolutely, Keith. Definitely calling. I mean, a lot more happens at the local level than the federal level. We do not, it doesn't look like we have the most stable democracy anymore. We're starting to look like a banana republic at this point. The right person for the job? Well, the scale and the seesaw, I kind of call it, balancing everything, is going to make it very difficult for somebody like a third party to come in. And I know that's not necessarily what you're saying. You're saying, because it just depends. All voters are different. There are some people that vote one issue voters. Maybe like abortion's their thing. So they're going to vote for a candidate that is going to legislate whatever it is that they care about when it comes to abortion. Then you've got people who just vote down the ticket. So if you're a Republican, then they vote down the ticket regardless of the person. And then you've got people that vote just for the certain party. Person, based on who they are. There's all different types of voters. You can be whichever one you want to be, but don't worry about everyone else. That's the one thing we have, is the freedom to go vote for our president. Whatever gets you there or motivates you, that's a personal thing. But so you should go vote on who you think is going to do the best job, because that seems important to you. Don't worry about anyone else. It's not your business. No, we need a secure border. I'm actually somebody who's very pro even putting a cap on legal migration at this point. Thanks, RK. That is a super kind comment. $10 to be a child psychologist, but 3 months to be a cop. Yeah, they definitely should require a little bit more training. But I think at this point, they're having a really difficult time even getting people, especially in Democrat cities. They don't have enough cops at all. I think it's a little different in some Republican areas. I know even in our state, like DeSantis was saying, if you come here to be a police officer, he's going to give them like money just to come, because we don't treat our cops badly in Florida. But I don't disagree that there should be a little bit of reform and more training going into it. I think it's just in a lot of places, they're just so happy to be getting some quotas of cops that they put them on the street too fast, and that's when these things happen. So there needs to be some sort of more reform, but not defunding. If you don't have ID and vote, you don't have the right to complain. Exactly. Or if you don't vote at all. I always find these people that have never even gone to vote complaining about what's going on in the country. I'm sorry, but you don't have the right to complain about anything if you didn't even go contribute to the voting. Exactly, Jennifer. Depending on where you live, there is a lot of police officers leaving the force because they're like, why would I put my life on the line when people hate me? If I even put my life on the line and make the wrong decision, I will be condemned and possibly go to prison. Like, where's the motivation? Where's the incentive to be a police officer anymore? Like, one wrong, not even accidentally, you make the call that this person is dangerous, and then it turns into a race issue. So it's like we've gotten to this place where cops are like, I don't want to do this anymore, certainly not in a liberal city. And I'm not saying there aren't shady cops. There's shady people in every single career. But you can't say the whole lot is rotten because of a couple bad apples. It's the same with lawyers. It's the same with, politicians. All these people in, a place of power. There's going to be dirty, corrupt people. But you can't say everybody is because of that. I don't disagree with that, Bug. Start over with a new election. I agree. I am hands down term limits. And if I even decided to run one day, I would run on term limits because I think it's important. I think that's the only way that you keep people honest. I'm not saying there still wouldn't be corrupt people in there, but most people, I think, enter into politics because they want to make a change. They want to do good. They care about their country. But then power and money turns them at some point. But they've usually been in politics for many, many years. So that being said, if you've only got 4 years, let's say term limits was you get 2 terms, that's it, you're done. And if that's the case, you have 4 years to make a change. You might be able to do some of that before corruption sets in. saying you couldn't then go try to run for something else, and work your way up the ladder per se. But I don't think that we need these career politicians, because it's never going to be about the United States at that point. It's going to be about padding their pockets, gaining control. That's all it's ever going to be to them. You get in and get out. For some kid pisses in the pool. Atlanta is liberal and we're building Cop City research. Well, I saw that, but then there was activists there trying to blow people up. So, I mean, nobody's happy about the fact that they're doing the training there. It's like, wait, don't you want them to be better trained? It's Bethany, not Brittany, Jake, but nice to see you as well. Have you seen the virtual TikTok with the live liberal woman with a block party in the hood? No, I've not seen that. He was scared he would defend himself and he would go to jail. Exactly. That's exactly what I was talking about. And they were arrested. Yeah, that's the biggest problem. And that's why you're not seeing as many people want to become police officers, because they feel like it's a lost cause. And if they make one wrong decision that was really the right decision, they'll be penalized for it. To Brittany, I don't know who Brittany is, so I don't think you're talking about Britney Spears. So I'm not sure what Brittany you're talking about. Update your caption. Yes, I apologize. People normally don't even look at the caption, so my bad. Wish you all the best. Stay safe. Greetings from Germany. Hi, Germany. Thank you for popping in. What's your thoughts of the money to Ukraine? I'm opposed to definitely sending any more, and I'm opposed to a lot that we sent. But that being said, that's all I'm going to say about that, because it's one of the things you can't really actually give your opinion on social media. So you'd have to go to Rumble to talk about that. Equal to those they would arrest, respect, trust is restored. I think they are at this point. I think that's definitely been exposed, but I think they need to stop turning everything into a race issue. If a white cop shot a white person, nobody would talk about it. It only happens the other way. Or if a black cop shot a white person, and maybe they should have, nobody would talk about that either. But if a white cop makes the right call, it's still going to be turned into a race issue. So it's all politics, it's all narrative. It actually has less to do with the actual situation than just dividing our country. Saw the craziness, she changed her mind. Gonna teach special needs. Well, that is a beautiful thing. So that stinks that she had to change her mind based on what's going on in our country, but teaching special needs is a beautiful thing. I don't care what happened for years, and I'm not saying I don't care because I thought it was okay. I'm just saying, yeah, for years, okay, maybe that was happening per se, but in a case, it should be a case-by-case situation. These are the facts. Take race out of the situation whatsoever and just say, did the cop make the right choice here? That's what it should go on. But you're not going to make up for whatever happened in the past by being, like, flipping the script so that now we're racist against white people. That doesn't change what happened in the past. I know that's the new thing. It's like we're the only group of people that you can be racist towards because we're the patriarchy or we're whatever. But at the same time, you can't fight evil with evil. You can't change what happened in the past by then treating the white people the way you think they should be treated. To what's that going to change? All it's going to do is we're going to move into another place where we basically repeat history. It's just going to be a different people in power. Well, you can say that all day long, but you do know who started the 3Ks. It wasn't Republicans. It was Democrats. Do I care that the data doesn't back up your opinion? I guarantee that data backs up my opinion, just like data backs up any opinion you want. You can literally search anything on the internet and find data to back up anything people say. So you could say it doesn't, and you could probably show me data that backs up whatever opinion you have. Guaranteed I could find some data that backs up what I'm saying as well. Because you can find anything on the internet. That's why so many people think that everything they say is right. I'm not saying I'm right or wrong. I'm not saying that everybody has to believe me, or I'm not trying to change any minds here. I'm just giving my opinion. That's it. This is just my opinion. I could be completely fucking wrong. Memphis police. Yeah, but see, this is the issue. So even when people of color are violating whatever, they're still calling it white supremacy because they're saying that it's a system, a white supremacy system, and that's why this person of color acted the way they acted. So they can still somehow flip the script so that white people are responsible. If history offends them, then learn history. Exactly. Because the more you eliminate history, the more you're doomed to repeat it. That's true. All people of color, all people are people of color. We're just a different shade. Exactly. Stop breaking the law if you don't want to deal with police officers. No, because I don't believe that critical race theory should be taught as history. It's just that. It's a theory. Critical theory was its beginning. They turned it into critical race theory. It should only be a college subject. It shouldn't be ingrained in anything else. It should be an elective course you can take if you're going into law. Smitty is the best. You are the best, Smitty. Is my first name Karen? No, but I do play one on TikTok and YouTube very often. We have a lot of Karen videos, so. But if you think calling me Karen somehow offends me, I don't care. Have you read the state education teaching standards for your state? Specifically, no. I know DeSantis is changing a lot of what is being taught when he finds that they're ingraining CRT to education, even at the college level. He is trying to get that stopped. I'm stepping, yes. Then you don't know? Well, I'll go look at it. I mean, it doesn't matter at this point, to be perfectly honest, what I know or don't know. I'm still going to have an opinion. You all can say, like, people will be like, oh, are you a weather person? And are you a scientist? Are you a doctor now? Are you a lawyer now? No, but I damn sure got an opinion on just about everything. And I bet you do too. I bet you have opinions all day long that you don't have education in. That's life. We all have opinions on things. So if I am incorrect, I'll go look at that. It may change my opinion. It may not. What's my opinion on the Elon Musk up thing that was going on last week? I'm not sure what you're referring to. Tell me more and maybe I can speak on it. All right, 10:38. Sorry, I just got to watch the clock because We are leaving at a certain point, and I want to make sure that I am not holding my husband up. Your opinion can't be wrong or right. It's your opinion. Exactly. I mean, I guess it could be wrong or right, like necessarily, but somebody else is always going to think that they're right or wrong because it's an opinion. I'm not trying to be on here saying I'm an expert on A, B, C, and D. I'm just a person who's navigating this world like everybody else, and I'm giving my opinion based on my journey. I'm not trying to call myself an expert on anything. This is just an open chat, and we're all just talking about what we believe or see or this or that. That's all. Everybody has a different journey. Everybody sees the world differently. You see it from where you are. It's all perspective. If you don't agree with mine, that's fine. We live in a free country. That's the beautiful thing about living in a free country, where we at least can still believe something different. Doesn't mean there isn't consequences for A, B, C, or D, but y'all don't have to agree with me. Well, okay, Fox, the thing that drives me crazy is when they change history. Like, if it's some random character, like, to be perfectly honest, I could give two shits about the Little Mermaid. Changing it to a person of color playing the Little Mermaid. I was a little bit disturbed that they didn't make her hair red. I mean, they called it red. That was not red. That was not her iconic hair color. That was more disturbing to me than that. But when you're changing whatever, gosh, brain fart on the Egyptian queen, change her to a different race, that doesn't work. I've heard there's some others. There was like a new something that's going to be coming out, and it was a king back in the day that they're changing to a black woman. It's like you can't rewrite history and put somebody in history that wasn't true. But if it's a regular character, it shouldn't matter. Cleopatra, thank you. I'm like, where the heck? I just had a complete brain fart. Why isn't that offensive to us? I think it is, but if you say it is, then you're a racist, they say. So that's the problem. Like, they should not be able to replace historical figures. Anyone else who cares, really, at the end of the day? Workout master. You are cute and intelligent, and that's a rare combo these days. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. America replaced the whole history, but no problem. Okay, that sounds conspiracy theory to me, but I mean, you do you. Exactly. We are all brown, just different shades. Nobody is actually white. I'm actually Irish for the most part. I'm a mutt like everyone else, so I'm Irish, English, Scottish, and God only knows what else. That's a small percentage. But even your really, really light-skinned ginger Irish, they're not actually white. Nobody's actually white. Nobody's actually black. We're all just a different shade, guys. This needs to stop. Thank you, Jamie. If you like this outfit and you'd like to check out their other stuff, Combat Iron Apparel, use code Bethany15 for a discount. I'm from Maine, but I live in Florida. I bet Moses looked nothing like Charlton Heston. Yeah, maybe. Who knows? I mean, Moses most likely was a dark-skinned person, so I don't honestly know what Charlton Heston looks like. Maybe I should. Pretty sure that I think he's a white dude, though. Most likely Moses was not a white dude. I think that he was probably a darker skin tone. Just like Jesus. Jesus was not a white dude either, but they depict him as a white dude a lot. What's up, Atlanta? We gotta live together. We gotta like it or not. We gotta stop the hate, man. Well, there was a time in my life where we were taught, like I was taught, I'm Gen X, I'm in my 40s, so I was raised not to see color. Now all of a sudden that theory is now being considered racist. like judge people on their character, not the color of their skin. That's a super positive thing to me. Now all of a sudden they're saying that's not anymore, that that's actually racist. And I'm like, what? Like if we could get back to that place, we would be in a better place. Exactly. Your bones and your DNA are not going to probably, I mean, there might be actually some ways that they can look at, you know, bone structure and be able to tell your race for sure. But as far as gender goes, it doesn't matter what surgery you get. Your DNA is going to say you were a woman or a man. Good morning, good morning. All right, I'm out of water and I have to get ready to go. So I'm probably gonna pop on off of here. But I truly appreciate you guys. It was a pretty positive live. Even, I know it's not Thursday. I forgot to change my caption from the last time I went live, which was Thursday. So my bad. I didn't mean to throw anyone off. No, I don't think it's Thursday. I just didn't even change the name of my live. But anywho, you guys were awesome. Totally appreciate you. Even if you were spreading negativity, you probably boosted my algorithm and helped me out. So much to your sugar, and you actually helped me. Appreciate you all. Have a blessed day. Don't know when I'm going to go live again. As far as YouTube goes, I'm going to be picking one night that I'm always going to go live. And I was tossing around Monday nights. Not sure if you all think that's a good idea. Throw a comment on my most recent video if you think that Monday night at like 7 or 8 p.m. a good night. Otherwise, give me your opinion. Would love to hear that. As far as TikTok, I'm random. And if you want to go follow me on YouTube, that's where I'm concentrating. So please, please, please go give me a follow on YouTube because I'm kind of moving to YouTube permanently and I probably won't do as much on TikTok. TikTok no longer promotes anyone, pays anyone, any of that. So anyhow, love you guys. Take care. Stay safe. Stay free. Stay blessed. You're the best. Later.